When Marilyn came back to coach the Selangor elite team, she found out that the swimmers which she inherited had poor fundamental skills and could only go far to a certain extent. Hence, we had to do something about it.
So we started exploring the idea of starting a swim school, and along the way we realized that there were no water safety, no drowning prevention initiatives here in Malaysia, neither were there any systemized or structured swimming programs.
So, with the establishment of Supersharkz in 2007, it allows us to give back to the community and to the sports, which has given us so much.
We were very fortunate to experience firsthand how much swimming has given us and impacted our lives in such positive ways that we wanted to share this with everyone.
When we first started, it was only Marilyn and I. Marilyn did the administration work, I did the teaching work. And there were only 15 students.
So I remember when we started teaching here in Shah Alam, we didn't even have an office. We had a teeny-weeny table down at the lobby, and after a few months when we grew to about 50 students and hired 3 more instructors, we were given a storeroom. It wasn't even an office, it was a storeroom under the stairs, which is still there today. It's the cleaner's closet now.
And all the administrative materials had to be done manually. The receipts book had to be written manually by numbers, it has to be stamped on a daily basis. Our brochures and our flyers had to be printed manually, and we took a lot of time until midnight just to prepare all these materials.
Not only us, our instructors as well was quite pitiful because we didn't have an office and they didn't have a room to rest or hang out. I think the Tom Yam shop became their office, and we could also see their towels and swimwear hanging all over the place on the grandstand, the railings outside.
So I also remember back in the days when Marilyn and Lena used to go to the toilet to count the collection of the money.
Yeah, and back then we could only afford 1 ringgit nasi lemak for our instructors for lunch.
Nasi lemak, I remember back in the days when we didn't have the capital to start Supersharkz and we had to borrow money from our parents.
Yeah, and I remember he had to sell off his beloved sports car just to get us off the ground. So when we started teaching in Panamaran Klang in about 2010, we had about 10 instructors with us by then, but we were still operating out of 2 places. So our instructors would rush down there with Mark in the morning to conduct the classes for 2 hours and then rush back here. They only had half an hour between classes to conduct the classes here in the afternoon, and then when this was over, rush back down to Klang again. I remember everyone came, they were still wet in their towels, the car was always wet.
Not only the car was wet, it was also filled with kickboards, t-shirts and swimming equipment. We didn't have a merchandising shop back in those days, and we had to open up a shop through the boot of our car.
Mark was telling me that back then he had to, while he was teaching, he had to jump out to go grab the kickboard or go grab the goggles, collect fees while he's all wet, holding the paper receipt book up like that so the water won't drip on the receipt book, and then jump back in and teach again. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny to run up and down the pool deck to the car park in my swimming trunks in a public area.
So when we started to grow, we managed to hire Teresa, our administrator, and I remember she had to sit under, we still didn't have an office in Klang, so she had to sit under a coconut tree collecting fees and registration.
In 2008, Supersharkz decided to teach special needs children. The reason being because there weren't any institution or service provided for these special needs children. So Supersharkz believed that if we could teach special needs children, we could teach anyone.
It was never in our plan to teach children with special needs when we started Supersharkz, but it has been an extremely rewarding and humbling experience. And fortunately, our program has grown to all our centers throughout Selangor, and we have even partnered with Brangsang to conduct free water therapy classes for children with special needs.
In 2011, we were really proud to host our very first Supersharkz Carnival, even though we only had 35 participants. But now, 7 years later, we have over 300 registered participants for our upcoming carnival. After many years of teaching and slogging, we have managed to save up a little bit of money to take our first big step forward into investing into our first of a kind saltwater indoor swimming pool in Puchong.
So we were really excited to finally have a pool which we could call our own. But my God, we had no clue whatsoever about building a pool, running our own center, managing a swimming pool.
What to do? We're just coaches, ma. You know, the funny thing about Puchong is, when we tried to obtain a license, a business working license for the swimming pool, the municipal council asked us whether we're building a spa, or was it a massage? No, it's a swimming pool. After Puchong, we have decided that with the amount of skill and knowledge that we have gathered, we wanted to go bigger.
So in 2015, we decided to open another first of its kind in Kota Damansara. We built 2 pools in a factory lot, 2 indoor swimming pools, both saltwater. So now finally, after 10 years, we have an office big enough to house all 60 of our team members. We have 3 branches that we are extremely proud of, with 1 more on the way in Sri Kembangan, building as we speak. And best of all, we have all of you. Now that the past 10 years has gone by in a blink of an eye, we look forward to the next 10 years and beyond.
Into empowering Malaysians with a life skill through building more centers in Klang Valley, in Malaysia, and in Southeast Asia too.
We also hope to continue developing swimmers for our state and our country. And we surely hope to continue being the premier swim school and swim team in the nation.
We thank you for your support, and we hope that you will embark with us on this wonderful journey.